We're also going to quickly look at how to add and subtract radicals as a review. This is on the bottom of your right-hand side of simplifying radicals, since I don't have page numbers on mine yet. So adding and subtracting radicals, there is really just 2 steps to it, and half of it is you understanding, well, what does 3x plus 5x mean? I can add or subtract things that look alike. So for example, if I had 3 apples plus 5 apples, I could say I have 8 apples, but I cannot add or subtract things that don't look alike. So for example, if I said 3 apples plus 5 oranges, I can't say I have 8 apple oranges, right? That doesn't make sense. I still say that I have 3 apples and I also have 5 oranges. So just remember, you can only combine things that look alike. Things that are different, you write them just like it is. And it's the same thing for radicals. So what I mean by that is if I have 3 apples, right, plus 5 apples, 5 radical, they're the same, I can combine these to 8 apples. So I can say that this is going to give me 8 apples, and then you can see that they match exactly the same because I can combine them. Whereas if I had 3 apples plus 5 oranges, I can't say I have 8 apple oranges. That makes no sense. Look, it's even giving me errors. Try adding an equal sign or whatever, it doesn't work. All right, so just remember that as we start. Okay, so you can only add and subtract radicals out of the same radicals number inside the radicals. Sometimes simplifying them will make them the same. So actually that will be the first step that we do. First simplify and then add and subtract. So that's all the steps that we need. I'm going to do example 3. You're going to do example 4. So as always, you're going to start in by typing it in so that you can check your answer as you go. So this is -3 minus 10 radical 48. All right. Then we are going to copy that twice. And now that we know we can do settings and hit the copy button, it's already copied for us. You can see the answer matches. So everything we're going to do in here so that we can match this answer to see where we are going wrong if we make a mistake. So simplifying the radicals. First, let's break it down. So we're going to start off with 48. And again, you should know how to do this with a calculator. It's divided by 2 and so forth. But I'm going to do it by hand because if you need more practice with it, please go to simplifying before we do this, because that's not what I'm doing here. So 2, half of 48 is 24. Check 2 again. Half of 24 is 12. Check 2 again. Half of 12 is 6. Check 2 again. Half of 6 is 3. I cannot simplify that anymore. So this is what I have to do. All right. So again, you can do that all in a calculator. For me, I am not simplifying radicals. I'm really adding and subtracting. So that's what I want to focus on. So I'm going to copy what I have here. Instead of 48, I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So that's what I'm going to put in here. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And I know I'm okay because this matches. As soon as you're not okay, if you can't figure it out, let me help you, please. All right, so boom. Now, I put that all underneath the same radical. And again, if you are a little bit lost, go back to simplifying radicals, and then you will see what we're doing. So 10, I'm going to leave a space. This is not going to be enough space. Let's make the radicand a little bit crooked. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. All right, so this is what I have now. 2 cards make a book. That means I take 2 2s and I put a book outside through multiplication. So as soon as you see it's different, as soon as I add times 2, it should be back to the same. That's perfect. I see twins. I take my twins. They go outside. They look like the same person to the rest of the world. All right. Do I see any more books? I do. I see a book right here. Take that out. And again, it's different until I put the book out. So 2 cards make 1 book, and you see we're back to the same. If you're doing the twin thing, here's a twin right here. They look different to the people inside the house because they know them. If I take those twins outside, they look like the same person. All right, do I see any more books? I don't, so I'm done. So do I see any more twins? I don't, so I'm done. All right, so the last step with simplifying is combining. So all of this is going to combine to 40. So if I just replace all of this with 40, my number should stay the same. Perfect. So this is going to be -3, but negative radical, or negative square root or negative radical, and then -40 radical 3. And what do you notice about the radicand? The radicand, it's the same, right? So this is -1 apple minus 40 apples. So I have an invisible 1 here. I can just look at the negative 1 minus 40. So I could say negative 1 minus 40 is going to give me negative 41. And if I did this correctly, when I replace it with negative 41, it's going to match, which it does. So this is going to be equal to negative 41 radical 3. So again, the big thing in this, when you're adding and subtracting, you can only combine if these numbers right here, the radicand, is exactly the same. If they were not the same, you'd leave it just like it is. Okay, but in my case, you can combine. Let's practice.